of the past 4 payback periods that I've been with giffgaff, I've used the cash from 3 of them to go on little adventures, posting payback travel vlogs for each one, and I've just returned from my second trip to Amsterdam. As with the last holidays, everything was done on a budget. This meant that we stayed with friends and travelled as cheaply as possible, so 16 hours of coach travel overnight. We had 6 days of lots of walking and exploring, enjoying the beautiful city in the very hot weather which we had for our stay. We stayed with Alina, a Dutch friend who I'd met through the YouTube community. We used some of her wisdom to attempt to learn some Dutch, swap traditional breakfast foods, and also catch up. I hadn't seen her since my last trip to Amsterdam last July. The public transport is excellent, and the metro is in the middle of a redo at the moment. The carriages on the older metro trains are all decorated differently, my favourite being an infographic, wall to wall, explaining how Amsterdam has the widest variety of nationalities living there than any other city in the world. Very different from the London Tube that I'm used to, and not an advertisement in sight. The Cat Boat is a shelter for Amsterdam's stray and abandoned cats. It's the only one of its kind and has been running for almost 50 years. It's also a charity and relies on volunteers and donations to stay afloat. If you're a cat person planning to visit the city, then I definitely recommend that you popped in for a pet. Amsterdam's huge public library is a nice free place to visit. It's very modern and beautifully designed. The top floor has a restaurant and an open air area where you can enjoy this gorgeous view. Close to the library is the Nemo Science Centre, very similar to the likes of at Bristol. It's well worth a visit, especially if you're going as part of a family. There's lots to do and learn, everything is very hands-on. All of the information and displays are also translated into English, so you don't miss out on anything, there's lots to take in. There's a great payback discussion thread going in Contribute at the moment where you guys are sharing your stories. Super recruiter Phil Bond shared that he puts his payback towards his grandson's school fees. Helper Johnny24 is using his to take his kid to Peppa Pig World. And Mark1101B is using his for his travel to the next giffgaff member's Christmas party. And I want to know what you guys did with yours. I'll be over in that thread and also of course in the blog comments. If you'd like to see my previous 2 payback travel vlogs, you can do this by seeing the links in the blog post below. I've been Zoe vlogging for giffgaff. Until next time.